Good morning guys, it's Rachelle from Online Furniture in beautiful autumn Sydney. Today we're having a look at these bedsides. I've been doing a lot of bedsides lately. Let's have a look at these ones. Right, so it's actually been a few days since I did the original intro for this one, and I've flip-flopped all over the place. So far, I've sanded the tops, I've scuff sanded, I've cleaned with white lightning. For this one, I'm going to go simple. I'm going to go black. Dixie Belle Silk Anchor in black. I'm either going to gemstone mousse these or gilding wax, or I'm going to replace them with cut pulls. I like them, so I'm probably going to just dress them up. Right, so this is Anchor, the Dixie Belle Silk black. I just wanted to show you, I've just opened it and it looks like it's really watery on the top. It's really important for you to mix this through. So what you're seeing on the top is actually the built-in top coat. So you want to make sure that everything is mixed through. This is a beautiful paint with gorgeous coverage. Oh, look at it. Yes, this is going to be 2 coats. So lovely, it's so smooth. It feels like ages since I've painted with silk. I don't think it is though. I think I did it this week already. I think it's ages since I've painted with black. If you're looking for quick flips, the quickest flip you can do, in my opinion, is Dixie Belle Silk with Voodoo Gel Stain, which the Voodoo Gel Stain is water based, and then I seal the Voodoo Gel Stain with Gator Hide. So I haven't taped up the top, let me just show you. I've sanded the top, but I haven't taped it off because what I'll do is I'll give it another sand before I stain it, which will tidy all those edges up. It just saves a step. You all know I'm lazy. Always remember as well, don't overwork silk. It's a pretty good day for painting with silk here today. It's not too hot, it's quite damp in the air, so it gives you a little bit more work time, but you just need to make sure that you don't overwork it, because if you overwork it you'll create texture which you don't want. So if you see an area that you want to fix up, just wait for it to dry and go back in. Oh, I've missed black. I've been doing quite light colours recently. And as much as I know they look nice, I just love bold colours. Is black a bold colour? I don't know if it is. I don't think it is it? Anyway, I like painting in black. And black sells well, which I need at the moment because pieces have taken a lot longer to sell. Yeah, I've definitely missed doing simple flips. This is where the money is at as well, strangely enough. Bailey, can you go away please? Can you imagine sanding all that? It's all grooves. No siree. Not happening, doll. Not on my watch. Okay, I'm just going to go in with a second coat and then that will be it. Hopefully you can see how smoothy, satiny it is. Is that a word? Are those words? Smoothy, satiny? I doubt it. And that will be it. I've painted the drawers, I've taken the drawer pulls off and I've just painted them with the holes in. I'm still not sure if I'm going to use the originals or put new ones on, put cut pulls. But if I put cut pulls, then they'll cover the existing holes, so I'm not bothered about filling them. That just means I don't have to make a decision yet. Which is good for me. Right, so what I'm going to do now is what I call the smooth sand. So I've done the original rough sand, which was with a 120 grit. Now I'm going to do a smooth sand. I think I've got a 320 grit on this, so it's a high grit. I just want to take off this black edge and to smooth it off so it's ready for stain. Right, that's looking gorgeous and ready for stain. So I've wiped it off, got all the residue off. Now I'm going to go on with Voodoo Gel Stain in Tobacco Road. This is a water-based product. And what I'm actually going to do is give the top a little bit of a spritz before I apply it. All that does is give me a little bit more work time with it. It's just like you do with paint, no different. I'm going to apply with the Gator Hide sponge. Give it a good shake. You really need to give this one a good shake. It's water-based. It separates to the bottom, all the pigment. So now just put some on here. And nice smooth strokes. If I get any on the excess, on the edges, I can just wipe it off. It's not a drama. In fact, I'll get a baby wipe now. Just wipe it off, easy as. So easy to work with. So when you, by applying the water and giving it you a little bit more work time, you don't get the stop and start marks that I'd seen happen previously. So it just moves a lot easier. It's a really lovely colour. So I'm going to do 2 coats of this. So I'll wait for it to dry and then come back and do a second coat. And then I'm going to seal with Gator Hide. I like to seal tops with Gator Hide because it's the hardiest top coat that Dixie Belle have. It does a good job. So the Gator Hide is actually water repellent. The others are water resistant. Gator Hide is repellent. It's tough. Right, I've decided that I'm going to keep the original hardware, but I'm going to dress them up with the gemstone mousse in amber. So they've added, oh look at that. It always gets me. Yeah. So they've had a wash. You can just rinse them off with White Lightning. And I'm just using an artist brush to apply this. I might even give it a brush with some black afterwards as well. Oh, so good. So this is the water-based metallics. They've got the gilding wax too, and the gilding wax is oil-based. Both are really highly pigmented, so you use very, very little. So I'm just going to do a little bit of dry brushing of the black gilding wax. This is the oil-based one. Oil-based going over top of water-based is absolutely fine. So you'll see the difference with the oil-based. This one's really, really thick. More of a wax, hence its name, I guess. You still want to mix it all together. Probably don't want to make as much of a mess as I'm making, but you know, I'm just going to sort of age it. Literally all I'm doing. It's getting a little bit black. I just don't like to have the full-on glow of the metallics. I'm sort of dulling it down, but I'm leaving it in certain areas as well. Okay, I've got the drawer pulls back on. They're looking great. Now I'm going to give the inside of the drawers a bit of a do-over. So I'm using Big Mama's Butter in Suzanne's Garden. This smells absolutely gorgeous. I put this on some vintage drawers last week, and every time I came out into the workshop I could smell it. So I'm just putting it on with a tea towel. Just rub it in, and honestly it's just gorgeous. Every time you open the drawers it'll smell lovely. But even without me opening the drawers on those vintage, that vintage chest I did, oh, you could just smell it every time I came out here. So this will just rejuvenate them a little bit, make them look a little bit newer, but also give them that beautiful fresh smell. So what I'll do is I'll come back out in a little while, probably in about an hour after I've had breakfast, and just wipe off any excess. Right, here we go with my favourite top coat, Gator Hide. I'm actually putting it on with my mini angle for two reasons. One, this is the only one that I've got that's clean. Two, rather than using the sponge, I want to be really delicate on the edges so I'm not going over. So I'll find that easier with a brush. That's just me though. Love the Dixie Belle brushes. And I don't know why this one allows you to get it to sit flatter than the other ones. I'm not sure what the science is behind that. Obviously you've got the angle on it, so I don't know, maybe it's just so you can see it properly. I don't know. Anyway, works for me. Dog hair, thank you Bailey. Dog hair. That one looks like Harper's. Can't always blame Bailey. Here they are, all finished, wearing their Sunday best, ready for photos. Hardware came up really nicely. Really happy. It's a simple flip, but a really popular one. So if you're interested in any of the products that I've used, check out the description. I'll make sure that they're all listed there. Thanks guys.